Hello everybody and welcome to a preview from INN. Today I'm going to be talking about Pyre, which is the next game from Supergiant. They're the developers of titles like Bastion and Transistor, so pretty highly regarded, and everybody's been awaiting what their next project was going to be, and here it is. It's an RPG on the surface, so some of the cool things that I immediately noticed when playing this demo at PAX East was the ability to highlight the text and even change some of it to learn more about what's going on, to fill in some of the details. Like that first part we saw was to even change the gender of your character that you're playing as. Overall, I was very impressed with the dialogue immediately. I was a little sad that we didn't have sultry narrator man that we've been so used to with Supergiant games, but at the very least, I enjoyed my time greatly with the dialogue that we've seen so far. You're also given some rudimentary choices, which kind of change the dialogue a little bit. I'm not sure how drastic you can affect the story of the game. That wasn't really apparent, at least not in the demo I was given. They're probably going to keep that under wraps, but yeah, so far very impressed with the story. And then suddenly Pyre becomes a sports game. Who knew? Now, I say sports game, but it is very thematic with the game itself. So basically, you have a team. You're initially given these three characters here, the three characters wearing the masks. These are the characters that have been accompanying you so far in the story. One is very beefy and burly, one's kind of in the middle of the range, one's really small, not very powerful, but very, very fast. The goal here is to get this ball, this magical orb that spawns in the middle of the arena, to the opposing team's side. This ball here that just spawned. So this orb, you can pass it between each of your team members. I'm sort of going to be describing this like a sports game, because that's what it is. I mean, at its core, it really is a lot like rugby or one of the NHL video games. It's kind of weird to say that about a Supergiant game, but I mean, that's what they made. Here it is. But as you can see, you have some basic attacks. Those force fields that are around the players protect you. So if you walk over another player and your force field is up, then that player dies. But they respawn after a few seconds. Now, when you get the ball to the other player's side, their gate goes down a couple points, and you win when it reaches 0. And if you walk the ball into the enemy gates, yes, it is down. You score 2 points, and if you throw the ball, you score 1 point. But if you score 2 points, your character is sacrificed, and they are out until the next point is scored.
Now, it's really interesting. I was very intrigued in this demo, but then all of a sudden, it became Oregon Trail. Now, again, that's a very simple way to describe it, but the concepts correlate, at least on a rudimentary level. It did greatly take me by surprise after I played a sports game. So here you talk to your companions, and you're basically given a choice as to what you can do each quote-unquote day as you're traveling from your point of origin to the next. So you can forage, you can study, you can explore, things like that. And each one gives you different resources. Now, again, I have no idea what these resources do. Was not very apparent in the demo, but it does lend itself to showing that there is a lot more going on with this game, at least more than what they're willing to show us at this point. And I guess that's probably the biggest thing that I took away from this game, was there's a lot more going on under the surface. And I guess I should be used to that from Supergiant, because that's essentially what Transistor and Bastion offered, and it's what made them so great. So getting that same feeling, getting that sense of mystery, that sense of discovery, it really is what Supergiant games are all about. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time with this demo. The combat, I guess, the sports playing I guess it is combat because they are encounters, but it felt really fast and responsive, and I had so much more fun with it than I thought I was going to once I realized what it was, because I really don't like sports games. I think the only quote-unquote sports game that I actually play is Rocket League. And yeah, I had a great time with this game. I'm really looking forward to the more RPG aspect of this game, like where the story goes, because the story is really interesting. I'm also wondering if the management aspect, how deep that actually gets. And I wonder if the resources you gather have any effect on the main conflict portion of this game. But I don't know, I guess we'll see. Pyre doesn't have a release date yet. We got a vague 2017 release date, but it is coming to PCs and PlayStation 4 in 2017. And yeah, I had a great time with this game. It was a wonderful start to my day at PAX East, and thank you so much to the Supergiant guys for showing me their game. So yeah, Pyre coming soon from Supergiant.